Hey everyone, it is independent Team Beachbody coach Ashton Meyer, and I'm going to talk today about prospecting, something that you may have heard of. Some of you might not know what prospecting is. To break it down into something simple, prospecting is just finding people, finding new people, reaching out to new people. And we'll go into more detail of forming people, which is something that you will do after you find them. I have a few books from M.J. Durkin that I have not read, but he is a masterwork of prospecting, of always keeping a list. You'll always hear him talk about keep a list with you of people that you know, of people that you meet. So if you meet someone new, get their information. He talks about it all the time. So some of us probably only use Facebook as a way to get to know people. Maybe some of you have not been prospecting. Maybe you didn't know that you needed to find new people, right? So let me talk a little bit about it. Here are two books that I have of his that kind of get into a little more depth about it. This one definitely, Double Your Contacts. It's what every network marketer needs to know about making contacts and booking appointments. The other one is Your First 90 Days in Network Marketing. And this one talks about how to book appointments and make money fast in your new network marketing business. Well, of course, we know Beachbody is not about making money. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. That's just what his book said, so just putting that out there. So how do we prospect? How do we find new people? There's a lot of ways. Do you know how many people are in the United States? Have you actually looked? Have you looked at how many of them are on some form of social network or on the internet? How many people have email addresses? All right, so let's talk the basic Facebook. When you're on Facebook, you might need a little way to think out of the box. A lot of people will go to Insanity website, P90X website, or should I say fan page, and look for people who are commenting or questioning, and when they see someone, then they'll contact them or message them. The thing about that, though, is that sometimes people will get overwhelmed because they'll have more than one coach try to reach out to them. So I've reverted from have not used those in years. So how can you reach out to new people on Facebook then? Well, what are you passionate about? Do you have a favorite TV show that you like? Do you have a favorite place that you like to go? Do you have a favorite TV show? What is it that you like to do? Normally, if you're passionate about something or you have a strong like or feeling about it, then you know how to talk to someone about it. So go to a page, let's say, like I'm going to give Jeff Armbruster. He loves Disney. So he's found a lot of people through the Disney site because he loves to go there. He's been there numerous times. Him and his family go there at least once a year. I think they go there now like once a month. But he goes on there, he talks to people, and the biggest thing is getting to know people. It isn't about, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach and wondering if you have any fitness goals. No, that's not what we're doing. So let's say you're passionate about a sport. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I can go on to the Dallas Cowboys fan and I can start talking football to people. I can become friends with them. I can talk to them about their life. I will form them, as we call it, because I'm interested in what they do, what they like to do, their occupation, everything else. And in some way, shape, or form, they may sell themselves to me that they are looking for extra income or they have a health or fitness goal. Usually, people can fall in one of those two categories, right? Who doesn't want to make more money or who doesn't want to better themselves? So after you get to know them and after you get to form them, then you can figure out how you can help them, because they'll sell themselves to you by you forming them. Biggest thing though is finding them, right? Prospecting. That's what we are talking about. So Facebook, open your circle, open up your bubble, step out of your bubble and just talk to someone and get to know who they are. Twitter. I can't talk to you too much really about Twitter. And the reason why is because I don't really use it that much. I might have posts that go out onto it and people will find me. But as far as me finding people on there, I'm not too comfortable talking to you about it because I don't use that as a way of getting to know people. So that might be something that if someone does use Twitter a lot, how do you guys use it? I know you can use Twitter through Hootsuite. You can hashtag like health or fitness or weight loss. And then on there, it'll come up with all the posts. And you can pretty much, all you do is respond to them. Then they'll respond to you. And then you respond to them. But I know Twitter, you can only do so much verbiage or words that kind of makes it difficult unless you get their email address or you give them your email address. And then you go from there. And MJ Durkin always talks about when you are getting to know someone, get their information from them. Get their phone number or email from them so that you have the ability to contact them. Because if you give them your number, they might not get a hold of you, right? Okay. So, next thing, Instagram. Huge. You can go on there. If you're not familiar with it, might be a little different, but kind of the same way with Twitter. You can hashtag what people are doing, health, fitness. You can go on there and like their photo. You can comment on it. And again, it doesn't have to be about health or fitness. Let's say you love knitting or you like beauty. Get on there and find something that interests you. Then start talking to that person. And again, you form them. And when you form them, you get to know how you can help them. When you find out who they are, what their goals are in life, what they're wanting to do. Makes sense now, right? Next one that I want to talk to you about, there's Pinterest. There's, any social website. There's bodybuilding.com. One that I love to use is YouTube. And I know my coach, Lindsay Weiss, has asked me to do something about YouTube. And let me tell you, YouTube is a huge way to prospect out to people. The nice thing about YouTube is that you are just putting yourself out there. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to say, you can post it on your Facebook, post it on your Twitter, post it on Pinterest. Then people find you. You don't have to go out and find people. You still always want to be trying to find people, but people will come to you. And most people don't want to read some long story, even though it's inspirational. So instead, they can listen. They can put in their headphones at work and be like, that's an interesting topic. Let me listen to this. Then they start to listen. And if they like what they hear, they're going to follow you and subscribe to you. I have, last time I checked, I think 11,500 subscribers. 11,000. Now I need to know how to access them and start contacting them. Like, hey, getting to know them and forming them. So that's next on my list. Another thing, last thing that I want to talk about, prospecting is face-to-face. Find different places that you can go, whether you are going to the market, whether you are out at a movie. No matter where you're at, always just introduce yourself. Smile. If someone smiles back at you, go talk to them. Don't be afraid. Once you learn to step out of your bubble and out of your comfort zone, you're going to see endless opportunities go crazy. I'll get into more detail of forming. I'll get into more details of scripts. I'll get into more detail of stuff that I've learned from MJ Durkin. And if you like what you're seeing or hearing, make sure that you check his stuff out. Grab one of his books, check out his videos, look at him on YouTube. So You need to figure out where you need to be at. What are you struggling with? And once you figure that out, then you become a master at that. Figure out if time management is your issue, go master on it. So this one is about prospecting. So I hope that helped clear up what prospecting is. Sorry it's a long video. You guys know I like to talk, and we will wait for the next one. See you guys.